What a do, family? It's your boy Barrows, and today we're doing something a bit different. I'm not gonna be showcasing anything. I will have gameplay in the background, but we're gonna be covering news essentially, which is gonna be a first for my channel. Usually, I don't cover news. I just gameplay, funny entertainment, blah blah blah. I'm a funny guy, right? But not today. So today there was a little issue with the LockOver community. There's been some drama, and I'm gonna cover all of that. But before we get to that situation, right, I'm gonna do a little brief history on what LockOver is, because it is a relatively new game, even though it's not completely new. From what your boy Big Barrows can gather, Overlock was a predecessor to LockOver, in which LockOver serves as its remake or revamp or remaster or whatever. You can still play it. It's not down, hasn't been delisted, but it just has no motion. It's washed in a way. I don't know what killed the game. I don't know if it was a lack of updates. I don't know if it was due to a toxic community or a lack of promotion, but the game got discontinued in favor of remastering LockOver. From what I see and from what I hear, they share mostly the same assets. Visually, they're the same. There's been some VFX differences and stuff like that. I noticed that a Big Bang Drive, for example, in LockOver, it's like a cutscene kick. Meanwhile, in Overlock, it isn't a cutscene. It's like an actual. It's like more realistic, I guess. So from what I can tell is that the biggest difference between LockOver and Overlock may have been quality of life and like beginner friendliness. I heard that Overlock was one of the harder Blue Lock games in the platform, and LockOver is still pretty hard compared to like Blue Lock Rivals, for example. But it isn't the hardest. It's very easy to get into compared to LockOver, from what I hear. From what I understand, LockOver had at least one testing period. Your boy Barrows isn't too sure on that. I'm only saying that because when the game dropped around 2 weeks ago, there was players with elite titles. There was like a Hall of Fame with like niggas had like over 300 goals and shit. So obviously that can't be right. The game just dropped. So that's what I'm saying. And I've been making videos on the game ever since it became public. I enjoyed it a lot. I think it's an improvement over Overlock because it's not as hard. I don't want to actually have to spend hours trying to get out of the game, right? So there's that. That's my LockOver story, my affiliation with LockOver. I was a content creator. I am a content creator for the game. That leads us into today's story, right? I had to give that little background of information for those who aren't locked in, right? At 8:30 to 8:45 is where I'm assuming this all happened. The LockOver server started just tweaking out. Everybody was giving perms. The server was just being bombarded with NSFW. Channels were being deleted. It seemed like a raid or a hack is what most people's first thoughts were. People that were getting banned from the LockOver Discord immediately flocked to Lock Discord or Blue Lock Rivals Discord or Gold Bound's Discord. In my case, I'm with the Gold Bound, right? And they were asking what had happened. As a content creator for the LockOver community, I got messaged by multiple my fellow content creators asking what happened themselves, and I didn't know. That's when I reached out to a fellow content creator called Scaries. Now, Scaries is, I'm assuming he's a former Overlock player, because he was well known in the Overlock community. He would still play Overlock, and I'm pretty sure he would host like competitive Overlock games, even though Overlock is dead. So he's well known in this community, and he was a content creator for LockOver, right? And I hit him up and I asked him what was going on. This is what he had to tell me. Some mod gay community kicking banned perms and ping everyone perms. Basically a raid. I'm pretty sure it was Ace. Context? Who was Ace? What is a raid? I'm a newbie on Discord. I'm not familiar like that. Ace was like, a staff. Sorry bro, I'm not locked in the Discord terminology. So as you can see, Scaries had inside knowledge of what was going on, either by the owner himself telling him, other people that were involved with the quote-unquote raid / hack of the server. Either way, he had knowledge of what was going on, and he had a deeper understanding of what was happening, as he was telling me. A raid is like a server gets effed up, man. Why would a staff be on some hating type shit? Everyone gets perms they aren't meant to have. He was a Blue Lock Rivals mod, I think. That might be why. So at this point, I'm thinking to myself, am I really that not locked in to the lock, to like the blue lock game Roblox sphere? Am I really so oblivious to the fact that they have beef like that? I didn't know. So I decided to go onto the servers and look, right? I wanted to see, I just searched up LockOver to see if there was any mentions, if there was any bad blood between the two. And that's what I did. So I went to the Lock Discord, the Go About Discord, and the Blue Lock Rivals Discord to just do some investigative work and see if there was any beef brewing. Why did LockOver completely copy Blue Lock Rivals? It's shit embarrassing. LockOver, it's so boring. Guys, I found a copy game named LockOver with good results, right? It's just normal shit that you would expect from our rival fan base and our rival Discord. Nothing out of the ordinary. Either just people discovering LockOver as a game, or people slandering LockOver as Blue Lock Rivals fans or Lock fans, right? It's nothing insane. Nothing that gave me the idea that there was any beefs with people. So at this point, after getting all the information I could find majorly out of these servers, I decided that most of it was irrelevant. It wasn't really useful to me or to why the server got raided. It was just headcanon on what happened. So I decided to start looking around for higher ups, and I did find some messages in these Discord servers that were from people that seemed to have an idea of what happened. Like, they seemed to have an idea of what actually happened and had inside knowledge, right? So this next message I'm going to show is from a dude named Boto, and this is his elaboration of what happened essentially.
I know this is a YouTube video, so hi YouTube. But anyways, let me start. It was a normal day as all others. I came from school and went straight to my PC. Then I see that I had 20 plus Discord pings. Then I look at the LockOver server, and I see that 17 of them came from that server. So the raid was freshly started, around 1510 German time probe. I saw everyone spam ping everyone. After a few seconds, everyone who pinged everyone got snapped of the server, and then it continued. New channels were created and the old ones deleted. I suddenly got admin perm. Didn't use them though. And I saw a bunch of channels named Porno being created. After a while of the raid continuing, everything turned back to normal with every chat getting locked. Everyone misusing his admin commands getting banned and people not having admin access anymore.
Oh, that was the general consensus of what had happened. But like Scaries had said earlier, we have a name, Ace. That's what Scaries says. Ace, he said that someone named Ace was the one that was behind this entire raid, quote unquote, hack. Well, eventually, the Discord of LockOver came back online and people were allowed to join back. I joined back and there was a new channel called Temporary Announcement. And this is what the temporary announcement had to say. Alright, this will just be a temp channel to clear some things up. No, we didn't get raided or hacked. A staff member gave everyone perms and it just caused a chain reaction. If you're concerned about your main account being banned, we will attempt to do something about that. When Nico gets on, we'll consider doing an unban wave for everyone who got banned. I give you guys a place to talk, so behave. I know there's still some channels and the places of clutter, but we don't have perms to do anything about those, so we have to wait for LJ or Nico. Currently, I cannot confirm who did what. There's a lot of confusion. I'll try to keep in touch. So with all that for me to go off on, there wasn't really much to do but wait. All I really could tell at this point was that it wasn't hacked or raided. It was a malicious attempt by someone within the server to mess it up, essentially. And all I had to go off on was it was someone named Ace, according to Scaries. That's all I had to go off on. But I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want to throw names. I didn't want to, allege anything without proof. Fortunately, we didn't have to wait long for the hideous truth to claw itself out. Alright, I just checked. Ace is innocent! Yay! It was entirely Scaries' fault. Scaries is 100% at fault. Ace's name has been cleared of any allegations. I'd ping everyone if I could. You can imagine my shock. I was shocked when I heard these news. I didn't know what to say. I was cool with Scaries. I'm still cool with Scaries, keeping a buck. Keeping a buck, I'm still cool with that nigga. He's a cool dude. To me, he was cool to me. But the way he made it seem like he wasn't the one that did it and then blamed someone else, and said that they were the reason that that happened, it's so funny to me. That's just crazy. Like, is it really that deep, bro? Like, is it really that deep for you to just go and do that, gang? Yo, so do we know who did that shit to the server? Scaries. By mistake? Or by malicious intent? Malicious intent. What? For no reason? I thought he was a CC. I don't know what were his motives, but he did it and tried throwing Ace under the truck. This nigga then proceeds to show me unbiased 100% proof that Scaries crashed out and then decided to blame someone else, bruh. This shit got me rolling, bro. Like, why would you do that? Like, what's the purpose? Like, what purpose did you do that for? Well, apparently, Scaries actually talked to other members of the community and told them his reasoning for what he did. It was to send a message. All Yakuza cares about is the money from this game. I don't know who Yakuza is. I'm assuming it's the, Nico, the creator of the game. I don't know. I don't take that as confirmation. All Yakuza cares about is the money from this game. He calls his community retarded. Can't substantiate that. I don't know if that's true. He doesn't care about the community. It's all about the money. That's why he quit Overlock. He also talks to young girls and married women, which is not okay. Wow. So, according to Scaries, this entire revenge Joker plan massacre was something that was done to send a message to the LockOver community that there needs to be change, that we need to stand up for what's right. Like I said, I mess with Scaries. I think Scaries is a cool dude from how he's talked to me. So I don't know what pushed him. I don't know what his motives are. Well, I do now, but I don't know why he has these motives. I don't know what his source is, right? I don't know why he's saying all this. I don't have the information. And to be honest, I don't know if that's true or not. It can be true and it can't be true. I think the creator of LockOver is pretty cool. He's a cool dude, right? A little stingy with those codes, and a little stingy with those rates. But other than that, he's a cool dude. So the thing with the married women and the young girls, that's crazy. That's a crazy statement to make. Unless you have actual genuine proof of what you're saying. I would never say something like that unless I have actual genuine proof of that to be true. Even got more information. Scaries wasn't doing this shit solo. No. He probably could have done it solo. I don't know. But Scaries had help. My boy Scaries had backup. He had niggas with big nuts, with fearless attitudes, ready to carry out his every single action. Let me not say that. I don't know if Scaries was entirely to blame, but he did have backup. Yo, Nico, it was me, Haz, and Clupo. Clupo and Haz. Macrod. Bands. Give them some blame too. Thank you. So that's the LockOver drama in a nutshell, as goofy and as silly as it is. What I think about it, I think it's weird. Like, I like Scaries. He's cool to me. He was cool to me. He never seemed like the type of person when he would talk inside the LockOver Discord that he had a grudge against LockOver. He always seemed to be an Overlock enthusiast. So him saying that the creator, who I'm assuming is the creator, in that message that he said that I showed earlier, is like a weirdo that only cares about the money and talks to young girls and married women, is kind of a weird thing to say. I don't really know how to feel about that. Those are kind of crazy allegations to make without any substantiated proof. I haven't seen any substantiated proof for that. So that's why I'm saying that. I'm probably missing out a lot of details about this drama, as I'm not a part of the end crew of LockOver. I just started playing LockOver when it dropped publicly. I wasn't testing, so I probably don't know all the information. If I'm missing out crucial information that could help explain what happened better, I'll probably make a follow-up video or a community post explaining that. So yeah, that's today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.